we got HBO Max, and then of course there's PBS Kids and stuff. But those all, or at least HBO Max, some do, some don't, have ads in them. And the first time the grandkids were in there, how can I skip this? You can't. It's an ad. It's what we used to watch all the time. That's when you run to the bathroom, go potty in the bathroom, you grab a cup of water or whatever, and you get back in here before the ad's over.
I know this was the whole point in them designing faster boiling kettles so you could make a cup of tea during the adverts.
Oh, wait, no, now you don't have to worry about that. They got the remote. Okay, turn on the kettle. There we go. All right. It's
great. When my boys come and stay, they've even got the cheek to, like, something will be on the telly, and we're all in the front room, classic, modern family, all on their own devices, but the TV's playing in the background. He'll go to the toilet and he'll just press pause and walk out the room. So what, we're supposed to sit here and watch the pause screen while you go to the toilet? It's just.
And if you hit play after he's gone, obviously he comes back and hit rewind.
Yeah.
What did I miss? You missed whatever you missed. Sorry. Watch it again tomorrow night.
Yeah. Wait for the adverts. What are adverts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the statistic I'm not surprised at, genuinely, because I think not personally, but we as a society are creating that. And I think genuinely a lot of these autism and ADHD tests need to be adjusted for society the way it is. Because it's not attention deficit disorder. I could have been ADHD diagnosed as a kid. Do you know what solved it? My stepdad's hand across the back of my head. That's what solved it. I suddenly concentrated, yeah? What solved it at school is that my maths teacher was a dab hand at throwing a blackboard rubber across an entire classroom to hit you in the side of the arm. That solved my ADHD. Now, I'm not saying people don't have it. I'm just saying lots of kids will just be acting out, and it'll be, it gets thrown into this pile.
Yeah, that's what
So wait a minute. Oh. My father for decades was a special education professor. Who do you think was the guinea pig for all of those tests you guys are complaining about? Me.
That explains everything.
You got me on camera as a 5-year-old with those old reel-to-reels. Go pick the blue or the red, or I don't know what it was.
So how are those electric shock treatments? Just
kidding. Well, that's why I'm so strange. But yeah, you're right. They have everything has to be updated these days. I do agree.
They just put everybody into one big basket and called it the spectrum.
Yeah, but because that short attention span that we're breeding in regular kids now.
Come on, look at
20 years ago wouldn't have been there, so that would have been diagnosed as ADHD, right? Yeah, but now it's there for every kid.
Shorts, Facebook Shorts, YouTube Shorts. And I caught myself, my wife does it all the time, and I tell her, you know how long you've been watching those shorts? Oh, not that long. I'm like 2.5 hours. You get stuck in. The dopamine is actually proven to go up.
Doom scrolling.
Yeah, you're scrolling, and then you think, and it happens to me every now and then, I'll see something Gil put on there on a short, so I'll watch it, and I'll flip the next one, and it's something else, and then all of a sudden I'm down all kinds of rabbit holes. I don't remember any of them. But now it's 1:30 in the morning and I'm wide awake. Why?
Yeah. Blue light.
Yeah, blue light and just the dopamine in your brain and all that stuff going off, because each one is interesting for a very short period of time for short attention spans. Yeah. I go out of my way to not, if I watch a short, I make it a point to tell myself, you're going to watch this one short and go back to your standard long format stuff, because that's what interests me and I remember that stuff.
Yeah. One of the things, you said blue light. All my glasses now I keep on the computer have blue light filters built into them.
I gotta ask for that when I go for mine, because I'm now in front of a computer screen all day.
Yeah. I'm going to read. There's some questions on the side chat here that were being asked, and I think they're on yours, Mike. So no, Shadow here started this 3 hours ago. We started streaming 3 hours ago. So I'm going to go back and mention something that I had mentioned way before earlier for those that have just checked in. There was a study done back in the 60s, funded by NASA. They wanted geniuses. They wanted rocket scientists. They wanted geniuses. And how do we make geniuses? So they went and tested all these kids in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and they all tested genius. And the one in charge of the study said, "Oh, well, we're going to keep going." And the next year they followed the same kids. The next year they tested them, and the next year, and as they got older,
Downhill.
they became dumber.
Yeah.
Because schools aren't made to educate you; they're made to indoctrinate you into a pattern of this is what you need to know. You check the right boxes. You put the square peg in the square hole and the round peg in the round hole, and that's it.
Yeah, memorization, not learning. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No critical thinking, no creative thinking, none of the stuff that a kid on the farm learns, that's homeschooled on the farm, learns is like, oh, crap, the cow's out. How do I fix this fence? Or we got a problem here. How are we going to get this done? And this time you got to do creative thinking, problem solving. It's not taught in the school system. Who is the father of the modern school system? This is going to throw you guys for a loop. J.D. Rockefeller. He paid money and got stuff going to standardize school system. And his famous quote, or I should say infamous quote, "I don't want thinkers, I want workers that will just follow instructions."
Worker bees, drones, robots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that, ADHD, in my humble opinion, is, for the most part, is a fallacy brought on by the school system. And I mentioned before, boys and girls are different, genetically different, socially different, artistically different. Most girls, what do they do as little girls? What are they doing at home?
They're playing.
What are they playing?
House.
House.
Wife, mother. Yep.
Yeah. What are boys doing if they're allowed to do it?
Beating the crap out of each other.
Climbing trees, going after frogs, picking up bugs, lizards, snakes,
and throwing it at their sisters because it makes them scream.
Well, but yeah. So, but you try now. You used to
Cow pat frisbees. That's what we did.
Boys are made to be adventurous, physical, exploring, and stuff like that. You put a boy in a seat with only if they're lucky, they have a 15-minute recess. Some schools have eliminated recess, and all they have is a half-hour lunch break. So they're sitting.
They don't want the kids outside playing and getting their energy out.
Yeah. So now they have all this energy they need to get rid of. They have all this mental trying to do this, and the teacher's trying to do this, and it's like, you're boring the heck out of me. I need, and so they're getting labeled ADHD, and we need to put them on drugs.
Yeah, just like Jaron was talking about that earlier.
Yeah. And, like my youngest son, they say, oh, he's got severe ADHD. We need to put him on drugs. They put him on drugs. His behavior got worse.
Yep.
And so after 4 weeks, it's like, no, we're taking him off that. And one doctor finally said, no, he doesn't have ADHD. He's a boy. He needs to play.
That's like the meds, I'm depressed. Okay, you're taking antidepressant. Well, they just depress you more. They slow you down. They ruin your things. Well, that's my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, so I learned a lot.
And I liked one comment. For me, it was falling out of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I landed on my head and hurt my neck crack more times in my life, and it's probably why my neck hurts all the time.
Yeah. And the part of the problem is, too, now the boy comes home, and the girls now, too, coming home, they can't play. Why? Because they got 4 hours of homework to do that needs to be turned in the next morning.
Yeah, eat dinner, finish homework, go to watch TV, go to bed.
Not even watch TV, finish homework, and then go to bed because now it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Personally, I think everyone needs to get their school boards to ban homework. Say no, homework is not allowed. The kid, he's in school to learn for school stuff. He comes home, he needs to do home stuff, not homework. You're going to assign homework. I'm going to assign 2 hours of playtime for him during school, and you have to let him outside to play for 2 hours. See how that goes over with the school board.
That's the Finnish way. The Finnish way is no homework, and they are allowed to explore what they want to explore from a scientific way. Like if they want to do dance, then they do the physics of dancing and the mechanics and everything. But I think that's I think the Finns have the #1 school system in the world, and they have no homework.
Right.
So I think you're very much onto something.
Yeah. The other thing here, at least here in Idaho, at least the school district we have here, the kids go to get picked up by the school bus at 7:30 in the morning, and they come home at 4:30 in the afternoon. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's it. No Friday school.
On the going to the diet side of this whole side of things that I mentioned before, what have you always been taught, guys? Come on, what's the most important meal of the day?
Breakfast, but that was put out by Kellogg's. Kellogg's is the one that paid for that to be put out.
Why were Kellogg's cornflakes invented, Gil?
Well, cornflakes were invented Kellogg's cornflakes was invented by Dr. Kellogg's as a meal for the people in his sanitarium.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was for easy to digest, and basically it was to minimize excitement and stop to encourage sexual abstinence. It was basically to make them more lethargic and less excitable and stuff like that.
You know what the problem with it is nowadays? They've sprayed so much glyphosate on it that it's showing up in the cereal, and the people are now getting poisoned by that as well now.
But it's the most important meal of the day, and it's to keep you subdued. You look at any premium athlete, most of them will fast in the morning up until a certain time. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day at all. And it's definitely not if you put in cereal in your body. Just throwing that out there, that's not going to help any of these
One
conditions.
of the channels I follow, Dr. Eric Berg, he says, don't eat before 11 o'clock.
Yep.
Don't eat after 4 p.m. 2 meals a day is all you need.
So I currently don't eat till about 11, 12.
Yeah.
And I cut off at about 6 or 7 just because I'm feeding the family that kind of time. So that's my fasting window from about 7 till about 12 the next day. I have coffee, which is an appetite suppressant, and it's fine. I have water, and after about 2 or 3 days of doing this, you don't miss cereal, you don't miss breakfast, you're not hungry, you're fine.
Nope, I do that every morning. I mean, I'll have my 3, 4, whatever big cups of coffee while I'm on work. I get up at 7, have coffee. And I'll have another couple cups throughout until about noon. I might eat something, usually a bowl of chili or something I made that's just no starch in it. And then by dinner time, I'm just not hungry. And at the time, I might have some cheese or something later, which apparently is not good for you. But
so I was looking for the marketing side of that cornflakes thing because I've always known what it's for, but I found it here, and this is how they sell it. By a plain, bland vegetarian diet based on whole grains and nuts that was thought to have calming effect on the body and mind, helping patients maintain a pure, healthy lifestyle.
Grains. Sure.
Now you want to hear the underside of that? That type of a diet also lowers the body's cholesterol. What is the brain?
Pure cholesterol.
Mm-hmm. And salt water.
Yeah, you need fat and salt. What a doctor is telling us to cut out, fat and salt.
All right. In the 60s, what was the proper cholesterol level?
2 something, and they keep lowering it. Oh, it's 300 and change, 500 and change.
No, 350.
Yeah, and they keep lowering it. Now it's only 180. Yeah. You can have your cholesterol.
Do you know why? Do you know when it started lowering? When they came out with a cholesterol reducing drug.
Of course.
Oh, we need to lower the level here.
Yeah, tell the doctors this is now the new normal.
Yeah.
and you need to put everybody on statins. Yep.
So many of the medical stuff is based off half truths, like the exactly the triangle, the health food triangle from the United States,
the food pyramid.
Flip it upside down, but it was invented by a doctor who was sponsored by grain companies and stuff like that, basically. And
eat cereal and breads and all that, and then have all your other stuff, and the good stuff was the little tiny dot.
And notice how that diet shift is. And people think we have more people with mental health conditions now because it's more diagnosed now, because the doctors are more observant now. No, we've created this. You are what you eat. We are carbon beings, whether you like it or not. Fact of life, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
Medicine is not meant to heal. It's meant to create a lifelong customer, period.
There you go.
In most cases. There are some out there that are valid that, whatever. Yeah. Other ones, no. They're all designers.
One of the channels I follow, and she recently got married. Steak and Butter Girl. She was having all sorts, and she's documented everything, and she brings up the old videos and stuff, and interjects in new ones, showing what she looked like, her skin blotching, all her acne, all the stuff when she was eating the pyramid, and when she went on the carnivore diet. You can see over 6 months, all her ailments gone. Her health better than 90% of the people here in the U.S.
Yeah, this documentary goes to a tribe out in the middle of nowhere, the magic pill one I'm on about, and they go to this tribe in the middle of nowhere, and their main killer right now is things like diabetes, heart disease, stuff like that. They're dying at like in their 50s and stuff like that. And this tribe only started once Western civilization was introduced to them. And they're there with cans of Coke and crisps and stuff like that now. That's their diet. Now, prior to this time, the only ever known way to die was through an accident or old age. So it's been introduced to them, and it's based around this diet that is poisoning the world.
Hey, when I was in third grade, first moved back to Jersey, there was one kid in my entire school who had diabetes, and he had to take insulin shots, and he was born with it. That was type 1. Now type 2, you just kind of get type 2. Why? And they're like, oh, it's because of your sugar diet. No, it's probably because of a lot of other things, but your pancreas decides that you have you become insulin resistant because some of these not sugars in your body's making insulin to get rid of it or process it, and it doesn't process it.
Yeah.
So it can't because it's fake.
See this? This is sugar. This is bad for you. Oh, look at this. Exactly the same thing. This is carbohydrates. They're good for you. No, it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You got Splenda and all the other things.
Take it to the next level up. Type 3 diabetes. What is the world? The world calls type 3 diabetes. What do they call it here in the U.S.?
Dementia
and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
What causes type 3 diabetes?
Aluminum.
Diet.
Aluminum.
Aluminum's a contributor, but it's not the whole thing. But
sorry. Aluminium. Just
aluminum.
Yeah, aluminum. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Aluminum. Aluminum. There is no inium in there.
There is, in the correct spelling of it. You spell it wrong as well as say it wrong.
Oh, that's Americans.
Hey, you want to go there? How come? All right, here we go. Here's a fun time, guys. What does the letter C sound like?
Depends on what word it's in.
What does the letter S sound like?
A snake.
What does PH sound like? Depends the word. Yeah. What does GH sound like? Depends the word. The English language is cobbled together from bits and pieces from a whole bunch of other languages, including Norse, German, French, Celtic, Arabic. Yeah. No wonder why English is so screwed up.
That's why
we borrowed from everybody.
That's why my teachers hated me in high school. They're like, spell the word fish. I said Photi. They're like, what is that? I said PH and O. Well, the O sounds like an I in the word women, and TI like, I don't know, nation. So fish. And I named my dog Fido. How do I spell it? Phydeaux. So there you go.
Yeah. But all right. Now you notice here on my I spell a gray man.
Yeah.
As in England, it would have an E in it.
Yeah. That's why I always type it in wrong.
Oh, no, if you even type in gray man,
this is the Americanized way of spelling gray. And with an E is the English Great Britain Empire way of spelling.
Thank you for saying Americanized way of spelling, because it's the English language. So I'm correct.
The King's English no longer exists. Even Great Britain's language has been modernized through its own slangs and stuff creeping in.
This is why we kicked you out of our country, and if you came back, we said we'd shoot you. So
oh, we'll shoot you back. No, we can't. We don't have any guns.
Yeah, you don't have any guns. you can throw 3mm knife blades at us. Okay.
Hang on. However, we owe something to Great Britain that no other country has.
It ain't the metric system.
Spain did not allow their colonists to own guns. They posted military everywhere. In Spanish California, they had the missions, and then they had the forts and stuff there. No one was allowed to have guns. What did the British do with the Americas? Oh, you got Indians here. Have guns. You take care of the problem yourself. Thank you for giving us guns and telling us to take care of it ourselves.
Well, they did try to take them back away, but that's beside the point.
Because you saw how that works.
On tyranny. Yeah.
That created Great Britain's life preserver for World War I and World War II. I think they were planning us being their life preserver. When the crap hit the fan, who came out of the woodworks and stomped Germany?
Yeah, only a few years too late, but we held them off on our own, no problems. Thank you very much.
we were still shipping all the freedom sticks over there we could.
Shadow, I've shared a screen for some learning time. If you'd like to put it on, we can all sound this out together. AL in, and then IUM aluminium. There we go.
Well, wait a minute. The U should be silent, because when you have two vowels together, the second one is silent, and the first vowel becomes long.
All right. So you wear a pair of bots, not boots.
Should. and I read box, not books.
There you go. There we go. I feel proud.
The whole, like I said, the whole English language and the American version of it is screwed up because where it came from.
Listen, I'm just joking, because I can't understand the accent 20 miles down the road and 20 miles the other way. Honestly, yeah, I love the old style. Before the world was so interconnected with social media, right. Your guys' impression of the English language was like Emily from Friends, and we were all very well spoken. But then you actually go through England, you're like, what the did he just say? And I'm I don't know, I can't translate Scouse.
Where was the area that the Beatles were from?
That's Liverpool. That's Scouse, yeah.
Yeah, Scouse.
Liverpool,
Liverpool Scouse. Yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. Now, I'm going to throw another one here out for you. Be glad you don't have to go to West Virginia and learn how to speak hillbilly.
I think I'd be all right. I find less differences between American accents.
Some of the old South accents and the old hillbilly accents were like, what the hell did you just say?
there's many I can't tell the difference between.
Yeah.
But when it's someone like distinctly New York, I can tell.
Yeah.
Boston is another really thick accent. I used to have somebody I played poker on who was always going on about these bastard cards and stuff.
Back your card, Baja.
Hey, and the English language isn't the only one that does this. When I worked construction with my brother for Mountain Cascade, we had a lot of Mexicans on the crew, all papered. A lot of them had dual citizenship. Rubio, our plumber, oh my God. Half the Mexicans couldn't understand him because he was from some backwater part of Mexico, which had a dialect that nobody understood.
Yeah, it's so funny. I think England's got that concentrated though because it's so small as well. Somebody just said in the comments there, Scouse is easy, try a Brummie. I think Brummies are equivalent of redneck because I've always said the Birmingham accent is one that you do not want to hear when you sit down on the plane because it just doesn't sound like somebody should be in charge of anything. We're going to take a flight and I'm going to fly at 10,000 feet. I hope you all feel safe. Just no, give me a posh accent any day. Sorry, not flying on this plane. Goodbye. I'm a rocket scientist. It's just not working for me.
Okay. Now I'm going to take this back to the topic. Someone that is autistic running into somebody with an accent. That is hard to understand too. You want to talk about frustrating us with some accents, someone with that is rigid, and you can throw that in there at them. Oh, I can just see them coming unglued.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's everything outside the comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
New people is one of those things.
Little Marco Rubio was a plus.
Give the pilot the proper Attenborough accent. Now we're coming to land.
All right, you just said, how do you pronounce Attenborough?
Attenborough.
Okay. It gets that word gets distorted a little bit over here too.
Yeah, but you guys can't say Leicester.
We have a Leicester near us too.
Is it spelt the same way? I'm going to put it in the chat box. That's read that out.
Leicester. Well, here we pronounce it Leominster, and over there you pronounce it Leominster.
Well, I've just put it in the chat there.
Oh, can't make me do work. Hang on a sec. Oh. Can't find it.
Can you stick that on the screen?
That's like the town up in Massachusetts. It's spelled Worcester.
That's Worcester.
Exactly. It's Worcester, Mass. Not Worcester, which we like to call it that down here because it pisses everybody off up in Boston.
Have you got that? Have you seen that one there, Mark?
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
The common one is Leicester.
Leicester. Yeah, with Worcestershire sauce.
That's
actually
about the same.
There was an old joke on that of, how did Worcestershire sauce get its name? And some guy walked into a little cafe in downtown New York City, and the restaurant made their own sauce, and he takes a little taste of it and goes, "What's this here sauce?"
Correct.
There you go. Is that the same spelling? I can't see.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, Leicester, Massachusetts, Leicester. I've heard all sorts.
All right. One of the ones I think is kind of funny. Honor.
Honor.
Here. HONOUR. No, you here.
There's
HONOR.
Yeah. But the thing is, too, a lot of words have changed their pronunciation over time, so the spelling doesn't match the pronunciation both here and there.
Right, so get this. I will do web development, and all the coding languages are American spellings. So the amount of times I write things and there's spell checks all over the place because I've wrote colour without a U. Because COLOUR is the UK version of colour.
Right.
But when I'm doing CSS code, it's COLOR.
Mm-hmm.
And there's loads of words like that. It's ruined my English.
It's just getting you ready to move over here.
I was ready 20 years ago, Gil. I was ready 20 years ago. These kids kept appearing and calling me daddy, so I was stuck.
Yeah.
There you go. They're getting on it, the chat now.
Yeah, I know. The chat's
It's maths,
flying
not
now.
math.
It's flying. The chat's wound up.
Interesting though, Shadow, you said LOR for NOR for honor. So you learn English with the American spellings?
Actually, we in school we learn the British English.
Okay.
But the problem is, the most series or TV shows they show here in Sweden are American,
Oh, you poor man.
and some there are few British series. So I pick up the American way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like now this is one I didn't notice that the Aquatic News Network put up there. The difference between fairy, F-A-I-R-E, and F-A-E-R-I-E. Yeah. So one of the interesting things is I noticed the difference spelling in words was reading an old copy that was my sister's copy when I was a little squirt, and she's 10 years older than I am, of The Lord of the Rings.
All right.
It had Great Britain spelling, not American spelling for words.
That must be fun for English at school.
So it was, it was like being young, and I would rate it a lot, and then I go to school and I write things like honor with a U. Fortunately, I had a teacher smart enough. She goes, either one or two things: either you spent some time in Britain or you've been reading Lord of the Rings. She knew where I got it from.
There you go. That's the thing.
Which started a whole debate in the English class then, and she had to explain that England spells some things a little bit different.
I think you just try to simplify everything. Like we say, like a path at the side of the road, you say sidewalk, like you have to give us instructions. This is the side you walk on.
Well, but wait a minute. Here in America, we have driveways where you park your car and parkways where you drive.
Yeah, we drive on parkways and park on driveways. Yeah, go figure that.
So some of it has rubbed off. That's fine. But we say glasses. You say eyeglasses, like you needed instructions where to put them. You know what I mean? Because before that, everyone was putting them all over the place.
No, because here you say glasses. We reach and pick up a tumbler.
Yeah, you can do the same here. It's just about context, right?
Yeah. Horse riding, horseback riding.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know if people were riding on the head at some point. Funny.
Of course, they mentioned that horse riding, horseback riding. To my dad, he would have said, "No, it's bronc riding." He was rodeo. He'd break horses called bronc riding.
Nice. I'm all about the archaic ways, and we all in this chat learning the old ways to survive the modern world. That's good. Yep. Good advice for prepping. Yep.
It's like one of the things that getting back on topic a little bit. for prepping.
It was Mark's fault we went off topic. He said aluminum. Just throwing that out there for a change.
You
Yeah.
off topic for the last 2 hours is not fun.
Right.
It always happens. Once we get done with it, we just roll into whatever floats our boat.
All right. So prepping for someone on the spectrum, the oversimplified, too broad, too inclusive spectrum. Canning food.
Okay.
So you got to make sure, like Eli, who went home a little while ago, is, if it has chicken in it, he ain't eating it. We haven't played around too much with pork, so that's something we're going to try to get him to eat. Try pork chops and stuff. But very picky. It's kind of hard to can Hot Pockets. It's kind of hard to can pizza.
Yeah.
But it's not hard.
But waffles are easy. You just store the packet and mix it, and you mix it up, and you go to fix it.
Yeah, but my grandmother used to can the sauce and stuff like that. So you'd have the ingredients. So
you could freeze dry the pizza.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that
you can do that.
Yeah.
Next time my wife
If
is
you
up
have
there,
a freeze dryer.
one of the things she's going to try to get Eli to do is eat lasagna.
Ooh.
Cheese,
You can freeze dry.
sauce.
That's a challenge because it's not about the layers of flavor, it's the layers of texture. The difference is in texture.
But
Yeah.
she's going to try to get him to eat it. He may pick it apart and eat it separately. But if we can get him to eat pasta, that gives my daughter a whole nother thing that she can serve the family, because she served it to him once. He pushed it away, didn't even try it. The other 3 boys eat it. But if we can get him to, do the lasagna,
Yeah.
then we have something else. The other thing I'm going to try to hit him up when she's up here and we have him over here is, I don't think you have it over there, Hamburger Helper stuff. But
I've seen it. We don't have it here though.
Yeah,
unless you get it as special.
Basically, it's you do the you got the elbow macaroni and you got hamburger and you have whatever type sauce flavorings you have on it. If we can get him to do that, Chili Mac will probably be our best success with him, getting him to do that. Chili Mac, I've cooked it up and froze it and vacuum sealed it, so I have things of Chili Mac in the freezer because it now lasts for a long time. If it powers out, all I got to do is do a campfire, toss that bag in a pot of water, and let it heat up, and we got dinner. But it's one of those things is trying to find things that will store either separately or together that will work for a person on the spectrum who has a limited palate due to tastes and textures.
Yeah,
So
it's
okay.
Sorry.
So some people on the spectrum, they'll only eat something of a certain color, like yellow, which makes everything else impossible. So okay, so it's texture and what did you say, Gil? I'm sorry.
Texture and flavor.
And flavor. Okay.
Now, all right, chicken, it's the smell, flavor, smell. He will not touch it. She tried putting it into hamburger patties. He smelled the chicken in with the beef. Nope, won't touch it.
Would have been like meat sauce because I mix ground chicken or turkey with ground beef and pork in my meat sauce.
If it's meat, he'll eat it. I mean, if it's beef, he'll eat it. If it's chicken, he smells it.
What's he like on hot dogs? What's he like on hot dogs? Because that's kind of a mixture of meats, and you can get chicken-based hot dogs.
The only hot dogs we have around here are beef, mainly Hebrew National. What's the word? I just lost the word.
Beef hot dog.
No.
Kosher.
Kosher hot dogs.
Right. Okay.
So,
Well, do you like spicy?
oh, here's the kicker. You're going to love this one. Quesadillas, a flat tortilla, cheese on it, browned up, fold it over, cut it up, give it to them. Fine. Now, I sprinkle some. The grandkids were eating my quesadillas fast as I could fix them. So what did I do? I pulled down my Tabasco chipotle sauce, and I put a couple of drops in my quesadilla. Aiden took one bite and had his mouth under the faucet for 5 minutes, trying to wash it out. Eli got hold of it, and he started stealing it. He will eat it with the hot chipotle Tabasco sauce on it. My daughter then gave him regular restaurant style Tostitos chips with the medium
salsa.
Medium salsa. Oh, he'll sit there and shovel it in his face.
Probably give him the hot salsa.
He likes spicy.
Can you?
Yeah.
Eden, the quote normal kid, hates spicy. Danny and Oliver, they'll eat spicy. When I try to get them to stop sucking their thumbs, I'll put the chipotle hot sauce, Tabasco sauce on their thumb.
So I'll be the one to make some parents angry at this point. So in the same documentary I mentioned, The Magic Pill, they have this issue. This kid will only eat they're called fish. They look like crisps, but they're like fish shaped. You have them in the States. Goldfish, there you go. Them and something else are the only things. Chicken nuggets and goldfish is the only things she'll eat. And they have to be pretty harsh, as in just strip this away completely. Like to the point where she's hungry after 2 days. That slowly converted over into eating real food. During this documentary, you see it happen. This is what I'm saying about introducing the new normal. The problem we have is, as parents, we often find the easy route, the path of least resistance.
Yeah, here's your iPad. Go watch a show while mommy goes to work. Yeah,
exactly. It's like McDonald's over here now for my kids is not a treat. It's just something that they get every so often, or like every once a week, or whatever. They get it when they're with the mum and what have you. When I was a kid, it was like once every 6 months. It was like, oh my God, we're going here. But it's become such a normal thing. And now one of my sons doesn't like anything you put in front of him, but he likes chicken nuggets and chips. And you can't even explain that this chicken is the same as that chicken. This potato is the same as them chips. It just doesn't. And it's more of like, he knows what he likes. He's 10. He knows what he likes. And he's like stubborn with it. And we just have the path of least resistance as parents a lot of the time.
Okay. Idea for you. Put them in the kitchen. Take a potato, run it through the slicer to make chips. Or, you're talking about chips like French fries or whatever, whatever, you fix that up. You have him help do it. You deep fry it, cook it like that. And you do that a couple times. So he knows where it's coming from. Then you take it and then you slice it like au gratin.
Yeah.
And really thin, and you fry it. And then you have, here in America, potato chips. And he's like, okay. And you'll find he goes, huh, okay. And then you take it and you fix it a different way. Then you do mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Or you do hash browns. And you show him, all right, what are we going to make with it? And then after a while, first couple times he's going to be, what are you making? This time, when you start changing it up, and you slowly get him to understand, all right, same thing, just 6 different ways.
I mean, I co-parent and stuff like that. So sometimes, but I do do bits like that. I mean, often it's probably not done in the most calm manner. It's my frustration going, look, here's the inside of a chip next to the mashed potato. It's the same shit. That's just frustration.
They shut down immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not going to eat. I may get up and leave.
The thing is to get him in the kitchen cooking and prepping it. You start off with what he likes.
Yeah.
Do it. Then we go for the chicken nuggets. Have him make chicken nuggets. Basically, you take the chicken, cut it up to the right size and stuff, and you do your
grind it down, breadcrumb it, yeah.
And do that and have him cook it. There's your chicken nuggets. That's how it's made. And then you make it bigger pieces.
Then you put tomato sauce and cheese on it and call it something else. Like, I don't know.
Chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
Or the thing is, you do the chicken, and once you get full size, breaded chicken, and then you do it in the skillet in the oil, and then it's chicken fried, and it's chicken fried that in a skillet, and then you slip in some steak, chicken fried steak.
Okay, that's such a misnomer of a name. It always pissed me off. Chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
Well, because they basically took steak and they fried it chicken style.
Because it's not a steak. It's just fried freaking chicken.
No. The chicken fried steak is steak. You take steak, you do
the
same thing.
Sorry.
So you do chicken fried steak.
My mom used to call it fried steak.
Yeah. How far can we go with this? Once he's happy with all that, can I take him in the garden and say, look, there's a cow, here's a bolt gun, off you go.
Yeah. go fetch dinner. Here's your knife.
But yeah, my youngest son was a bit of picky eater until he got into Cub Scouts. Yeah. And then social pressures from the other scouts eating stuff changed a little bit. And then he started asking my mom about the other foods that the other scouts were eating and stuff. And then he got into the kitchen, and then he got into cooking.
Get into the kitchen is probably a good idea. I mean, it's just to put it out there to the audience. His brother is nearly just under 2 years younger than him, and will eat anything, can try anything you put in front of him. And they've both been brought up exactly the same way. Yeah, so that's
Yeah. But like Matthew, and so once he started learning how to cook and stuff, and then at scout camp, he got introduced to different foods and stuff, even stuff more at scout camp because they cook up the weird stuff at scout camp. And then he got into as the junior quartermaster at NYLT, and so he was in the kitchen the entire course, other than when he was presenting the lessons he was supposed to teach. And so he was doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and he learned even more cool stuff. And now he loves spinach and he has all these different vinegars to put on the spinach to get different flavors of the spinach with the vinegars.
Nice.
From a kid that used to be a finicky eater.
Yeah, I mean, I was him. Like my son, I was exactly the same at his age. Such a fussy eater.
Yeah.
Like my parents moved the fridge freezer once to hoover the carpet in the bits, or they clean the floor in the bits you don't see all the time. So they moved it, and there was a load of broccoli and carrots behind there that I tossed behind there because we were eating in the dining room while they were eating in the other room. And I was like, "Have you ate all your vegetables?" Yes. And there was a pile of moldy vegetables behind the fridge freezer, and they've never let me forget it 30 odd years later.
Oh.
I wasn't really a picky eater until after culinary school. Then I realized what flavor really was, and I think that really pissed my mom off.
Yeah. You became expensive. That's what you're saying, aren't you?
Hey, Mom, there is more to life than just salt and pepper.
Oh, so you're the one rat in Ratatouille.
No, I'm the raccoon in Ratatouille, but that's besides the point.
Well, there's no raccoon in Ratatouille.
Exactly.
You're the one trying to teach his brother, the proper way of eating cheese and stuff, not just to, snarf it down, to enjoy the aromas and flavors and mixing them together.
Yeah, I was never one to let the beet juice encroach into my mashed potatoes. I love beets. I love mashed potatoes. You mix the two together, they touch each other. I would push that crap off to the side of the plate.
Oh, I like a bit of pink mash. It's all right. No, do you know what I like? I like when the blood from the steak soaks into the mash.
That's different. I would take we would fight over my dad's potato skins on a baked potato, me and my sister, and just flip them upside down and suck up all the beef juice. Yeah.
All right, Mark. Now I'm going to now I'm going to make your stomach rebel against you.
No, it doesn't.
The beets and the mashed potatoes mix together in your stomach.
Oh, I know that.
But that's past the palate and the flavors.
That's once it gets down there. I don't have to see it or taste it unless I throw up, in which case that's its own problem. Now I truly don't care. But growing up, oh no. Like my mom would throw like Spam or hot dogs and mac and cheese. I would literally wipe the cheese off of all the pieces of meat. I'd eat the meat and then I'd eat the mac and cheese. But I wouldn't put them in my mouth together.
So I guess you never had Franks and beans.
What on earth? I'm sorry, I've just seen. Have you seen Dave O's comment?
Marissa, as a kid, was eating raw sausage, chewed the frozen ones, the rest of the fun.
Don't defrost. I mean, there's so many things wrong with this sentence. I don't know where to begin.
I used to eat frozen hot dogs. I'd steal them out of the freezer and just eat them. They were just dogsicles. I loved them. It was just little bologna. They're just little bologna sticks.
My baby brother can outdo all of you.
Okay, I ate dog biscuits. I'll confess.
All right,
I like the bone-shaped white ones. Doing
I like the green ones. Apparently, I used to ruin my Sunday best every Sunday on my mom.
So we had blackberries on the property growing up, and we made blackberry jam 200 quarts a year. So, free blackberry jam and peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Then my brother put mayonnaise on one side and the peanut butter and the jelly and relish and mustard on it, because we had mayonnaise, mustard, and relish on the bologna sandwiches. So he put that on the peanut butter and jam sandwiches and was eating that for a couple of years.
For a couple of years?
That's just foul.
That's just wrong. I mean, I had an old boss, like, working on a building site. You'd often have bacon or sausage sandwiches, delivered and stuff like that. He used to have mayonnaise on it, and I just found mayonnaise and ketchup on a bacon and sausage sandwich. I just found it so wrong. It's just next level wrong.
But yeah. So he put it on there, and he got our cousin. It's about this. My brother was 2 years younger than me, and our cousin was in between us. He got our cousin to do it for a while too, but yeah, it was like, he'd make one of those outside with it. You're eating that outside. My mom and grandmother just chased him out of the house.
Yeah,
somebody just said American cheese is nasty. Yeah, because it's a cheese food product.
Oil.
It's not. Yeah, it's congealed oil. That's all it is.
The cheese likes substance.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, any nation that has squirty cheese in a can has issues, right?
Come on, man!
You have to have health issues if you have squirty cheese in a can.
Squirt cheese. Oh, squirt cheese is the best.
I have never. I had tried it once, and I have never had it again.
Oh, we put it on our hot dogs. Because I'll put American cheese on my hot dog, let it melt. I like that. Yes, American.
Heresy.
But
be gone, evil one.
We were at the cabin. I didn't have any American cheese left, but we had a couple cans of spray cheese, and it was American cheese, spray cheese. So Richard and I are like, oh, whatever. We'll see what it tastes like. We put it on, and he's like, it's pretty good. Like spray cheese on.
Dave-O's. I can't stand sweet and savory. My dirty daughter loves American style breakfast. Waffles, bacon.
Yes.
And covered with maple syrup. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If it's not bacon, it can be the little sausages, the link sausages, or the sausage patties covered in bacon too.
Yeah, cover it in good maple syrup.
Oh,
not that.
That's what I was going to tell Mike. Mike, have you ever had American biscuits?
Yes.
Flat ones?
Yes.
Stuff you cut in a cake? All right.
Yeah.
Your son, that's your picky eater son, has he tried them?
No.
All right. Make some for him. Cut it in half, one in half, and squirt some honey in it and say, try this. He'll like it. Because it's sweet.
I've never had biscuits in the sweet sense, because it was like biscuits and gravy and a Luby's that I had.
That's the next step.
Yeah.
The biscuits, then because here Kentucky Fried Chicken would give you can get the chicken strips and you can get biscuits with it, and they throw in packets of honey
and a cup of their gravy that's made out of the crumbs from the bottom of the fryer. But that's just
we're not but so I used to eat the chicken strips and they put the honey on the biscuits and stuff. But if you didn't like the honey and the biscuits and honey, then you put the pork gravy on top of that.
See, I've took some lessons from the States with some things, like my kids can't stand vegetables. Now, I know, shoot me because I'm keto, so I don't have it. But now I put a small spoon of sugar in the carrots while they're cooking, just to give them that sweetness, because it's not done over here.
Try some, boil your carrots or blanch them off, whatever. Dump most of the water out and just drizzle some honey on it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
sugar, but put some honey on there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, it's not done over here, so it's just carrots and boiled water that he's used to, kind of thing. So it is a way that I've kind of adopted. But yeah, I was the same as a kid, like I say, and I went to Texas for the first time when I was 15, and I loved everything. I was like, ugh. White gravy? Why is the white gravy next to the chicken? I don't understand this. Just try some. Oh my god, I love this. Next thing. And I'm literally trying everything.
They call it gravy. It's just cream sauce with bits of meat in it. That's all.
I struggle to diet in this country, and most of the food's terrible. I imagine I'd be the size of a house if I lived in the States by now.
Yeah, probably. If you live near me, you would be.
Oh.
Yeah. There was comments that someone said honey and peanut butter. Oh yeah, peanut butter and honey, absolutely fabulous.
I can't do peanut butter. I can't do.
If I eat
any
peanut butter,
peanut
like
flavor.
Peanut butter and jam, I'll get a slight rash. If I mix the honey in with the peanut butter, especially the local raw honey, no problem at all. No rash, no nothing. Some of the enzymes of the honey eliminates whatever is causing an allergic reaction in the peanut butter.
I have no allergies. I hate it because nuts are something I can have on a keto diet, like because snacking is the hardest thing to find stuff you can snack on, and I just can't stand the flavor. There's something about the flavor of anything peanut that just makes me gag. I can't even have when the missus gets certain ones chocolate spreads because it's got the hazelnut twinge to it and stuff like that.
If you're gonna eat honey, local honey, make sure it's local honey because they say that the bees are going for the pollen in the flowers that are local to you. So if you're eating local honey, make sure it's actually your local honey, not local honey from the other side of the country, because that won't really help you.
So what does good local honey cost?
By me, a quart. Yeah. If I can get a quart from a friend of my wife's, I think I was like $15 a quart.
Right. Somebody tell me what a quart is. Somebody tell me what a quart is in milliliters.
Half liter was $15. We'll go with that. American. Yeah. Which I don't know what that is in euro.
I'll get a case of 6 5-pound jars of honey. So I got 5 pounds of honey, 6 of those for $130 local grown.
Local, okay, not like Sam's Club honey, because Sam's Club honey is just mix of crap from all over the world and stuff. Yeah. Maybe plus there's other things in there they don't tell you about, and
Well, it depends. There are 2 different types of Sam's Club that are one is pure honey, and the other one has the crap added to it.
Yeah, local raw honey is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick up local unless you go to the nearest farms. But if you go for the good stuff here, like Manuka honey, that works out at £20 for about 200 grams.
What's 200 grams? About 250 milliliters or 200 milliliters?
Okay. About 200 mil, about the same.
That's like a cup for us.
Yeah, so that's £20, so about $30 odd.
So 30 times 4, that's like $120 a pint or a half liter.
Yeah, so like store-bought standard one, which is like Rouse, which is organic allegedly, that is like £6 for 600 mil thereabouts.
That's it. That's cheap for what it is, but
yeah. But it's honey prices. As soon as you go as soon as you say anything local arts and anything like that, the price in the UK triples it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So hey, I'm gonna bail off here. I think we're going over by like a half hour anyway, but I'm gonna bail off, and you guys have all a great evening.
No problem.
And, catch y'all next week. Probably catch you during the week, Mike, because I'm off all week now.
Well, Do you want to send me an email, Mac, if you're free tomorrow at about 2.5 hours ago your time?
So like 4 o'clock.
3.5 hours ago. 3.5 hours ago. So yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, you got my email, I think, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll ping you an email and let you know.
I think it has the word Chef Tech in there somewhere. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just searched raccoon.
There you go. No, I don't think you have to be listed under raccoon, but yeah. I could put it in the private chat if you want to. Oh wait, you can't see. Can you see the private chat we're in? Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll put it in there for you.
Cool.
Yeah. So one of the things I haven't tried with my grandson that's nonverbal autistic is is trying to get him to do peanut butter and honey. Next, what I'm going to do.
You couldn't get me to do that. To be fair, Gil, you couldn't get me to do that.
Well, all right. When I have peanut butter and honey, it's like a it's basically it's a little over. All right, say 55% honey, 45% peanut butter. And people say, "Oh, that's really sweet." Yeah, but that's what I need to neutralize whatever's in the peanut butter. That gives me the little hives. My other grandsons love the peanut butter and honey sandwiches, but I've never had Eli over here when I was doing peanut butter and honey sandwiches for them. I got to see if I can get him to taste it, and if he if he likes that, then that gives me another food to for him in emergencies. Because across the street, kitty corner from where I am, is a beekeeper, and up in Shelley is where I get most of my honey from is Cox's Honey, COX Honey, and they now sell to Sam's and Costco as well. But yeah, so that gives me another thing for food storage for him. I can just start storing quarts of or 5-pound jars of honey for emergencies, because honey keeps for a couple thousand years. And
the rest, they just cracked open that Egyptian honey, didn't they? And it was still edible.
Oh yeah, and they've opened up things of Egyptian wheat that were sealed in the clay pots. Still good.
So this is good.
They grew it too. The germ was still alive. Yeah.
Yep.
See, I'm without a vehicle at the moment, so I'm sharing the missus's car, and it's not like very big. It's a good job it's not very big, because I go to this wholesaler, which is like short dated food and or just past the sell by date food.
Yeah.
And the other day they had pallets upon pallets of honey, and I was like, what? 3 month out of date honey, and you're selling it for 50 pence a jar. I was like, I'd have filled a truck.
That's the thing. Is the best use by dates and stuff is pure fiction. It's a marketing campaign to we need to throw this out and buy fresh.
Yeah. Also, so rice is a good one. Now it can get contaminated and it can get mold if you don't store it correctly. However, my friend, his family's from Pakistan. Over there, the older the rice, the more expensive. It's like a whiskey or a wine or something like that. It's matured. He said, over here, after a year, you throw it out because it's out of date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with sugar. Sugar is a preservative.
Salt.
It doesn't go bad.
Salt's got a sell-by date on it, stamped on the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I finished my bottle of salt, because it was 7 million years old and it expired yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here's the one I saw I hadn't seen before a couple of weeks ago. Best use by dates on bottled water.
Well, if it's a plastic bottle, yeah, I'd kind of go with that.
I get the whole microplastics thing, but I still stand by, in SHTF, You got bigger things to worry about than a bit of microplastic. You're not going to die of thirst
Yeah.
because you don't want to take in some microplastics. Just drink the plastic. It's fine.
Arizona brand teas in the glass jar.
Yeah.
The guy says they don't go bad. It doesn't go bad, but they were required by the state to put a best use by date on it.
That's the 3-letter agencies. You have to put a use by date on it or best by. See, that's why they get away with best if used by.
Yeah. We have best before and used by. There's two different things. Yeah.
In an interview, he was thinking about putting best used by 25-25.
That'll work.
I mean, yeah.
It's got best used by date on it.
The metal little rot out before then, but that's all right.
Yeah, I was going to grab that salt, but I'm not going to dig through the cupboard. But yeah, you'll laugh because it's got stamped like best before date on it. It's just hilarious.
Oh, somebody put in there. John Knox put in there lime tree honey.
Lyndon, it is like the UK European version of Manuka. All right, okay.
I got a thing of iodized salt that I use for my my bug assault rifle thingy for shooting flies. It's best by 7-Eleven of 2028. So my salt's going to expire in 3 years.
Oh, well, so if you preserve any meat in that salt, make sure you take the preserved meat out to put the fresh salt in, because if the salt's gone off, then it's going to be no good for the meat that you've preserved.
Now, Mark, is that iodized salt or regular salt?
So for the particular little plastic toy I have that eliminates flying insects with fun, they call it Bug, BUG-A-SALT. I tried running kosher salt through there. Didn't work. Too big. You need the little fine diamond. I don't use it for cooking. I just use it for the gun.
Here you go. And it's one of the guns you can get in the UK. I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Oh, Bug Assault is actually, if you go to my, I think it's on my Mad Chick Acres channel, I mounted my GoPro to one and took out a lanternfly.
Well, the hilarious thing is, when I searched for this just to get a link for people, you can also buy the £20 add-on laser sight for it.
Yeah, right. You need a laser sight.
It's got a little Picatinny rail. You can put a
barrel in about 1 meter. You got like a 30-centimeter spread at 1 meter. So yeah, you're not shooting flies from across the room. You might get lucky and get them with a.
All right. I saw a laser unit had two lasers. It's two things on it. One was like you target where you're going to shoot at, and you hit the button, and it does a pulse of 30 watts. So you just line up on the fly or whatever it is, and go boop.
Nice.
No salt flying, nothing to sweet. You know.
I need to share this. I'm sorry. I know we're running over, Shadow. I'll stop in a minute. But
would you pull up my video?
No, it's like stereotyping galore. So if you put that page on, this is how they're advertising the Bug Assault when it comes up. There you go. No problem. Yeah. You want to see the picture they advertise it with?
Mine's all
black.
There you
go.
It's a Mexican gardener with a
yeah.
What is that?
In front of corn, no less. Okay.
We're wearing bib overalls.
Yeah, Dickies.
I mean, Dickies are not bad, to be fair. At least they're durable overalls. But,
T-shirt.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Whatever. All right, I'm gonna roll here. Okay, yeah, just might shoot me an email. I'll be around.
I've just sent you one.
All right. Have a good night, all. Later, Gil, and later.
Cheers,
and I can't remember her name.
Take care.
Okay, good night.
Yeah, I like your Star Fort icon you got there. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. That's I forget where that is in Europe. Mike, do you remember where that is?
I haven't got a clue. Do you know there's so many of them, but I'm not sure.
I'll have to look it up. But thank you. I didn't make it myself. All right.
No, didn't think so. It was made a long time ago. But anyway, all right.
All right.
Have a good night, all.
All right. All righty. So I guess we're going to wrap it up now, Shadow.
Yeah, it's late, so it's time for wrapping up.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for putting up with our complete tangents all the time, Shadow, and
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Shadow.
fighting your
You're
sleep
very
to
welcome.
do so.
It's always a pleasure. Yeah,
And
besides, it's
I started streaming it very late. Anyone watching on my side, so if they were on topic at the start, so please go to Shadow's channel and watch the replay and learn something instead of just us being idiots. Thank you.
Hey, we tried to bring you back a couple times while you were here.
yeah.
Lost cause.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna bounce out of here too, and you can finish wrapping it up then.
Yeah.
Yep. Same. See you later, guys.
Where's
See you
And
later.
ladies.
Good night, all.
Sorry. And ladies. Sorry.
You're very welcome, I am Firehorse. Well, I will see you next week. Same time, same channel, new topic. And remember, be part of the solution, not the problem. Stay safe and God bless. And we are out.